Hello guys, welcome back to Coding Cafe. My name is Mohammed Ali, and in the previous tutorial, as you know that we have worked on the admin add new product activity. Now we will allow an admin to add a new product under a specific category, and we will store that product inside the Firebase database. So go to the Android Studio, and for storing the files, or you can say the image, I mean the product image, we will be needing we need to add the dependency or the Firebase storage. Okay, so go to the build.gradle module app, and here we have our this Firebase database. Okay, so copy this and paste that in the next line and change this database to storage. So you can simply write storage storage. Click on sync now. So the dependency is set up correctly. Okay, and now come here, and now on our admin add new product activity, what we're gonna do is, first of all, we will allow user to select the product image. Okay, so here we can simply say in our own create method, we can set a click listener on the input product image dot set on click listener, new on click listener. Whenever an admin click on this input product image view, then what we're going to do, we are going to open gallery. Okay, from where a user will basically select a product image. So we are calling this method here. Now let's create this method inside this activity on which we are working. Okay, so here we can say intent alt enter. Okay, import this class, and let's give it a name as gallery intent equals to new intent, gallery intent dot set intent dot action get content, gallery intent dot set type, and the type will be the image. Okay, so you can simply write image slash and the static sign, which you can say a multiplication sign. Okay, start activity for result, gallery intent comma, and come here, and here we need to add a variable of integer data type. So we can say private, and it will be a static variable, final int gallery pick equals to 1. And now copy this gallery pick and paste that here. Now once the user select an image, the admin select image, okay, for the product, which is basically the product image, then we have to get this result, the image URI, and we will get that image and we will store it first inside the Firebase storage and then in the Firebase database. So here you can simply type on activity, and this will appear, which is on activity result. You can see this, click on that, and this private void, this method will be created, and it contains 3 parameters, which is request code, result code, and data. Now here we can first check if the request code is equals to gallery pick and result code is equals to result. Okay, and data is not equals to null, not equals to null. Then we have to get the image URI, so we can simply say image. First we have to create the image URI data type variable. Okay, so come here at the top, and here we can simply say private URI, press alt enter and import this URI class, and then we can say image URI. So here we can now say image URI equals to data dot get data, and now we have to display this image, or you can say this image URI, on our image view, and the name of that is basically input product image. Okay, so we have to display it, that is which image the user selects. So you can simply say input product image dot set image URI, and pass this image URI to it. Now the next thing is to set a click listener on our button, which is the add new product button. So here we can say after that add new product button dot set on click listener, new on click listener, and now here we can call a method which is validate product data. And now let's create this method, which is this one. Okay, so come here, and after this we can simply say private void and this method name, and we need to get the description, price, and the product name. So let's create a string type variable for that. So here we can say description, which is basically the product description, and then we are going to create price. Get the price. We will store the price in this when we get the edit input, or you can say the price from the edit text from an admin. And then we have product name, so we can simply give it a name as p name, which means product name. So yeah, that's it. And now come down here, and here we can simply say description equals to input description, input product description dot get text dot to string, and let's copy paste this, and we will change it for the other ones. So the second one is the price of the product, and it is by the name input product price, and then we have the product name, so it is by the name input product name. So yeah, that's it. Now we have to verify, so we can say if first we have to check the image, so we can simply say image URI. If it is equals to null, which means that is if the user do not select the product image, then we must tell the user that is product image is required. Okay, so here you can simply tell, to the admin we will tell this. Okay, admin will basically add products for now, so we can simply say product image is mandatory, and then after that we can say else if text utils dot is empty and pass the description to it. So if the description is empty, then we are going to tell the user please write product description. And now let's copy paste this for the remaining ones. So the second one will be the price, and here we can say product price, and then we have product name, so you can say p name, and then here we can say product name. And if everything is okay, then we will store all these things in the Firebase database. But we have to store this image, okay, which we are getting from the admin. Okay, so we will store the product image inside the Firebase storage, but before doing that we are going to get the current time, that is at which time, or you can say on which time the admin is going to add a new product, so that we can display the time of the new product to the users. So here I'm going to call a method which we will create now, and that will be store image information. Sorry, instead of image we can just give it a proper name, which is product. Okay, because it contains the product name, description, and the image also. So yeah, let's create this method. And now here let's create a calendar. You can simply write CAL, okay, capital C, and you can see this will appear calendar java.utility. So click that, and here we can say calendar equals to calendar.getInstance. And first we are going to get the current date. Okay, so we can say simple date format. Let's give it a name as current date, new simple date format, and here we need to pass the date format. So first we will display the months, then date, comma, year, and then make sure to put a semicolon here. and we need to get this. So let's say first we have to create a string type variable. Okay, so come here above, and here we can simply say save current date, and another one will be save current time. And now come down, and here we can simply say save current date equals to current date dot format. We can say calendar is basically this object. Okay, so copy this one and paste that here. Dot get time, sorry, not here, by mistake I write here get time. Make sure to put a semicolon here. And now we have to get the time. Okay, so copy this and paste that here, and make sure to change this current date to current time, and the format for the time will be horse colon minutes colon seconds. And then we are going to display the AM and PM with it, that is the 12 horse format. Okay, for displaying the time we will be using the 12 horse format. So you can simply type A, and it basically means that it will get the AM and PM. So the horse, minutes, and then seconds, and AM and PM. So yeah, that's it. And now here make sure to change this to save current time, and change this current date to current time, and the rest will be the same. Now since you know that there will be thousands, or you can say millions of different products in this app which user will purchase. Okay, so for each product information, or you can say product data, we need a random key, so that none of our product will be replaced with the information of another product information. So to create a random key, we can also use the firebase.push method, which create basically a unique random key. But instead of that, I'm going to tell you guys another way, and that is to combine the current date with the current time. Since you know that the current time will never be the same, it contains the seconds. Okay, so each second it will be changing. Okay, so it is the better way instead of using the Firebase unique random key. So we are going to create a unique random key by combining the current date and current time for each product. So for that, first of all, let's create a string type variable, and here I can simply say private string, and we can say product random key, and come down here, and here I can simply say product random equals to, we are going to combine the two strings, which is the save current date, okay, which contains the date in string format, and then we are going to add the save current time. So it will every time whenever admin add a new product, then this will be a unique random key, and it will not be a repeatable key, because it contains the seconds, and then minutes and seconds, okay, which will never repeat. So this become basically a product random key with minute, second, hours, and the AM and PM. So we basically combine both of these. Now the most important thing is to first store the image URI, or you can say the product image, inside the Firebase storage. Then we will be able to store the link of that image in the Firebase database, and we will display it to the users. So for that, I'm going to create a storage reference. Let's give it a name as file path equal, and first of all come here above, and here we can say private storage reference. We are going to create a folder, by using the storage reference in Firebase storage, and inside that we will add our all product images. So we can say product images ref, which means reference. And after this category name, here we can say product images ref equals to Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference dot child, and child will be that folder which will be created in the storage will be by the name product images. And sorry, by mistake I write here Firebase database. It is not the database, as I told you, this is the Firebase storage. Okay, So make sure to write here the storage. Okay, storage reference and then the storage, and yeah, everything is okay. Now come down here. Now we can say product image ref dot child, and here we need to pass the image URI which contains the image. And if you want, you can also add the image name, the default name. We can get that by get lost path segment, and then we are going to add the product random key with it also. As you know, both of these are strings. Okay, so we are combining it. So this becomes a very unique random key for storing this image. So yeah, that's it. So this is the link of the product image, which will be which we are storing inside by the Firebase storage by this name. Okay, this is basically the name, and I will show you when we store any image. But first we have to complete this. Let's add the type of the image also alongside with this. So here we can say this and .jpg, and here now we can, by using the upload task, so you can say find upload task equals to file path dot put file, which is by the name image URI. And in case if any failure occur, then we can say upload task dot add on failure listener, new on failure listener, and make sure to put a semicolon here first and here we have to get the error message. So you can say message equals to, by using this exception, okay, which is this one, and the name of this is e, so you can say e dot to string. Now we have to display this message to the user. That is why to the admin, sorry, this is the admin panel. Okay, so we have to display the error, this exception to the user. That is why the image is not going to upload. That is which error basically occur. Okay, so here you can say error, this concatenation sign, and pass this message here. So yeah, this is for the on failure, and remove this semicolon from here, and then we can say dot add on success listener, new on success listener, which is this one, on success listener. Okay, and make sure to put a semicolon here, and here we need to display a toast message to the user, that is image uploaded successfully. So you can say image uploaded successfully, product image basically. Now once this image is uploaded successfully to the Firebase storage, now we have to get the link of that image, and we have to store it inside the Firebase database. So how we can do that? So then we will be able to display these product images to the users alongside with its information. So here we can simply say task, put this angle braces, or you can say this, okay, and then URI, and we are going to perform the URL task, where we will basically get the URL, or you can say the image link. So here we can simply say URL task equals to upload task dot continue with task, new continuation. You can simply type C, and you can see this option will appear, which is continuation task snapshot. Okay, this one. So press enter on that, and this will appear. Okay, and now make sure to put a semicolon here first, and now let's do the rest. So remove this return from here, and here we can say if task is not successful, task dot is successful. Okay, so place here exclamation marks, which is not. Okay, so if the task is not successful, then we will throw the exception by using this. Okay, so here we can say yes. Okay, here we can say throw task, which is this task dot get exception. Make sure to put a semicolon here, and after that we are ready to get the image URL. So for that, first of all, let's create a variable here at the top, which will be of string data type. Okay, so you can say download image URL, and now come down, and here we can say download image URL equals to file path dot get download URL dot to string, and then here we can just return file path dot get download URL. Make sure to put a semicolon here, and that's it. Now once the image is we get the download URL, then remove this semicolon. Now here we have to tell the admin that is the task is successful, or we can add the add on complete listener. Okay, so new on complete listener, and now here put a semicolon, and now inside the on complete we can first say if task dot is successful, then we are going to tell the user to the admin, sorry, that is product image saved to database successfully. We have not saved the it to the database now, so instead of that we can say product, instead of that we can just say getting product image URL successfully. Okay, this is just for the checking. Okay, or you can say got the product image, just to notify the user that is the download URL, the image URL is, we successfully get the image URL. Now once we do that, we are going to store all the information of the new product inside the Firebase database. Now we have the image URL also. Okay, so here I'm going to create another method, and that will be save product info to database. And now let's create this method inside our add new product activity. So here is our final step. Now let's create a hash map. Okay, by using the hash map we will store it string comma object, and we can give it a name as product map equals to new hash map, and let's put data to it. So we can say product map dot put. So the first one will be the product ID, which is basically the random product random key. So we give it a key name which is the PID, and the value for this will be the product random key. And let's copy paste this further 7 times. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So the second one is the date. Okay, that is on which date the admin is going to add this new product, so that we can display it to the user. So it is stored inside this save current date. Then we have time, so you can say time, and it is stored inside the save current time. Then the description is basically the product description. Okay, so DSCR description, and the value is stored inside the description variable. Then we have the product image, so you can give it a name as image, and the image is stored inside this download URL image URL. Okay, because the link is stored inside this variable, so we have to pass that image name, or you can say image URL or image link to it like that. And after that we have to give the category, that is to which category this items belongs. Okay, so this is the category key, and the value is stored inside the variable which we are retrieving from the previous activity, which is basically by the name category name. So we have to pass this variable to it, so we can say category name. Then we have the product price, so we can simply say price, and it is stored inside the variable which is by the name price. Then we have the product name, that is, let's say MacBook Pro, HP, different laptop names, and the product name is stored inside the P name. So once we do that, now the next thing is to create a database reference, and we will create another node inside our Firebase database, which will be for all the products. Okay, so how we can do that? First of all, come here at the top, and here we can say private database reference. We can give it a name as products ref, which means product reference, and here inside the on create method, after this we can say products ref equals to Firebase database, sorry, dot get instance dot get reference dot child, and that new child which you will create now for all the products will be by the name products. And now come down, and here we can simply say product reference dot child, and first of all we have to give a unique random key which is stored inside the random key. Okay, for each product there will be a unique random key, so because the app will contain millions of new products and the old products also, so that no information about the products, or you can say the product must not be replaceable with each other. Okay, each product must contain its unique information. So then we can say dot update children and pass the product map to it, dot add on complete listener, new on complete listener. Make sure to put a semicolon here first, and here we can say if task is successful, we are going to tell the user that is product is added successfully. And also if you want, you can just tell the admin that his product is added successfully, or you can say image is added successfully. I mean, now everything is finished. So yeah, that's it. Now the next thing is to display the error. Okay, in case if any error occur, then we can tell the user toast, let's create a string type variable and get the exception message, or you can say the error message in it. So we can say task dot get exception. Now here we can make sure to change this to string, and here we can say error and pass the message to it, so it is the message. Now we have to display a loading bar, or you can say the progress dialog also here. So come here, go to the login activity. For the time saying, what I'm going to do is, we have already used our progress dialog here, so I'm going to copy paste this progress dialog from here, copy it, Control C, and now here I'm going to paste it, and come again to the login activity, and here we need to initialize it like that. So come here, and here we can paste that. Inside the login activity we have this. Okay, so copy this whole, come here, and here when we say when on activity result, when a user click on this button, which is add new product button, so we are validating the product data. So come here to that method which is here. Okay, and here when we say that is to store the information, so inside this method which is store product information, we are going to display this, and the title for this will be adding new product, or we can say add new product instead of that. And here we can say please wait while we are adding the new product. Okay, so you can type any message of your which you want. Okay, so you can say dear admin, please wait. So yeah, that's it. And now here we have to check other things, which is on failure. Okay, so on failure we have to dismiss the loading bar, so you can say loading bar dot dismiss and copy this. And here when we say add on success listener, if this if the task is not successful, we have to dismiss the loading bar, but here it give us error. Okay, so this is unreachable, remove this from here. Okay, there is no need to do it like that, so remove this from here. And if the task is successful, then we are telling the user that is product is added successfully, and before that we are going to dismiss the loading bar. And also in case of any error, we are going to dismiss the loading bar. which is basically our progress dialog. And once the product is added successfully, then we are going to send the admin to the admin category activity, where a user can add, if he wants, he can add further products. So to the login activity, from here I'm going to, for the time saving, I'm going to copy this intent, control C, come here and paste that intent here. So now we are on the admin, add new product activity, and we want to send the user to the admin category activity. So yeah, that's it. So first of all, come here also to the Firebase database, and here you can see we have the storage. Come here to the storage, click on this get started, click on this got it. So this is our storage, okay, where we will see the folder, and inside that folder we will have all our product images. And here click on this rules, and here you can see we have this request.auth not equals to null. Change this to request auth. For the read and write, it should be equals to null, and then click on this publish. So changes occur here, okay, and now yeah, everything is okay. Click on files. Now before we run the app, one thing which we need to do is, first of all, let me explain this thing. When we write this download image URL, okay, here we are basically storing the image URI. It will just get the URI and not the link. So to get the link, what we're gonna do is, by using this task inside, if the task is successful, okay, here basically the image, we do not know if the image is uploaded successfully or not, okay. So here, if the image is uploaded successfully, then we can replace the download image URL with simply task, to get the link, or you can say that URL. So you can say task.getResult.toString. So yeah, that's it. Now let's test the app. So the app is running now successfully. Now let's go to the login. I am an admin. So we are logged in successfully. Now let's add our first product to the t-shirts. Let's select product image, and now let's select females t-shirts, okay, which is, let's say, this one. Then the product name, that is, let's say the product name will be cool summer t-shirts. Then the product description, so we can say pack of 4 t-shirts, and it is just for $5. Click add product, and here you can see, dear admin, please wait while we are adding the new product image uploaded successfully, and the URL is get it successfully, and here you go, product is added successfully. Now if I go to the database, then here you can see we have a product node created. Then there is a product random key, which is the combination of date, time with AM and PM, okay. And under that we have the category, date, description, image, okay. Here you can see this is the link of that image about which I talk, okay. And this is the post ID, price and time. First of all, let's come here to the storage, refresh the storage page, and now here I will show you the folder which is our which we created for the product images, okay, using the storage reference about which I talked earlier. So if I open this, then here we will have all our product images. So this is the product image which we just uploaded. You can see this, okay. And now here you can see this is basically the image URL about which I talk and explain in details, okay. So you can simply copy this, and if you paste that here, then basically we will display these images by using this URL to the users, okay. So you can see that, this is amazing and this is perfect. Now let's add further products, okay. So now this time I'm going to add laptop. From here I can simply choose any laptop. So the product name is MacBook Pro, and then you can write the product description, that is, let's say RAM 32 GB. Then you can write the processor, any description you want in details, okay. Processor turbo boost, let's say, and anything. Okay, now the next thing is the product price, so let's say at $100. Okay, and now let's click add product, add new product. Dear admin, please wait while we are adding the new product image uploaded successfully. And here you go, here you can see this, the new product is added successfully. And if I show you, here you can see MacBook Pro, category is laptops, you can see this. And for the other one, that was the t-shirts category. Okay, so this is the laptops, and this is all the information which we add about it. Okay, and this is the image URL which we store here. And if you go to the storage, refresh this. Okay, and here you will get the other image. I mean, every product image will be stored here inside the storage in the folder product images. So if I show you, this is basically the laptop image, I mean the product image, you can see this. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is I will simply add further new products to this. Okay, under all these categories, add 5 to 6 products, just like I'm now going to add a product to mobile phones. Then write the product name of, I mean the name which it belongs, that is, let's say this is iPhone X, let's say. Okay, then the description, that is which this phone basically contains, so you can simply write information about that. Okay, then the price, so let's say the price is $400, and then click on add product, and you have to wait just 2 seconds so that it can upload the image to the Firebase storage, and then add the information and save the information to the Firebase database. You can see this. Okay, so add 5 to 6 products to each of these category, and then in the next video tutorial what we will be doing is that we will retrieve all these products on the home activity, and we will display it to the users. So then later on we will work on the categories on the user panel, so that we will allow a user to purchase any product of his own choice, and we will add a live search to this app. So yeah, that's it for this video. Like this video, let us know about your suggestion in the comments section down below, and if anyone is new to our channel, then please subscribe our channel Coding Cafe. Don't forget to follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and Facebook account by this username. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.